What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Coach's Corner. I am Coach Theresa, and today we are going to talk a little bit about diet breaks. Is it better to incorporate them into your fat loss phase? Is it better to diet straight through? What's the deal? I bring this up because diet breaks have become a little bit of a hot topic, and I want to share a little bit of information about them. So in a randomized controlled study, 61 subjects, 32 of them being female, were actually put through a 12-week intervention. Half of those participants participated in what we would call a continuous energy restriction, where they would diet all the way through, and the other half participated in what we call an intermittent energy restriction, meaning they would diet below their maintenance calories for 3 weeks, and then they would have 1 week back at maintenance. Both groups were set to a moderate rate of loss. This means that the aggression of their calorie reduction from their maintenance wasn't super conservative, and it also wasn't super aggressive. I believe their reduction was anywhere up to about 35% of their maintenance calories. What the results showed was that intermittent energy restriction actually did not result in a lower body fat mass or even a lower body weight. So what I want you to take from this is that similar fat loss and fat-free mass retention are achieved with both intermittent energy restriction, i.e., fat loss with diet breaks, and same thing with continuous energy restriction if you were to just diet all the way through without diet breaks. The one benefit that I think incorporating diet breaks can have is it has been associated with a reduced appetite. So that might help you in some way. And it kind of brings me back down to my personal experience and kind of my anecdotal notes based off of things I've done with my clients and things that have worked. And what it comes down to is a lot of it is your preference. Some folks need diet breaks as a means of helping them with their psychological component of dieting. So if we understand that incorporating diet breaks into our fat loss phase isn't necessarily superior to a dieting phase that's continuous, then we want to weigh out, okay, why would we incorporate these diet breaks, and how is it going to help us? So first and foremost, whenever I am with a client, I always ask them, hey, what is the time limit? Time is a big thing to consider. Do we have to get to a certain amount of leanness before a date? And if so, how many weeks do we have? If there's a time limit on there, then you probably are not going to want to incorporate diet breaks, just because incorporating diet breaks is going to cause a pause and a stall with seeing progress. During a week of maintenance calories, it's not going to be a week where you're going to get ahead. Now, if the opposite is true and you have plenty of time to hit your body weight goal or your goal body fat percentage, then it may be of benefit to you to incorporate diet breaks throughout your fat loss journey. We know that it can kind of help you with your appetite over that period of time, but it really just depends on the individual. And I like to tell my clients, where are you? Can we use this diet break? Are you at a point where psychologically you really need this break? And having this break will help you, push forward even better when we come out of this diet break. For some people, diet breaks can actually interfere with their progress. And what I mean by that is, sometimes when we go back to a higher calorie range, right, back at maintenance calories, it makes it that much harder to go back the following week to a low calorie intake, right? It's a disturbance, it's an interference. And so it comes down to knowing yourself, knowing what works for you. I have clients who they're like, I do not want diet breaks because if I stop now to go take a higher calorie week, I'm going to lose momentum and it's going to be even harder to get back on track. Okay, then there are clients who have the opposite point of view where it is very challenging for them to stay in a continuous energy restriction, without seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And they really need those diet breaks, mostly for the psychological component and having a week of just a mental reset. So to sum everything up, I want you to know that diet breaks should be based off of your preference, how much time you have to get to your goal. Think about what is a suitable choice and is best for you to adhere to. Adherence is always going to be the most significant factor in a diet, because without adherence, we don't have a diet. So ask yourself, which method would actually help you achieve your body fat goal the quickest and the easiest and the most efficient? So that's it for today. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. You can email me directly, Theresa@Biolayne.com, or you can head over to my Instagram page @TMillerFit. That's it for today. Catch y'all next time.